Hi, my name's Ronnie and I'm a founding director of the Carers Foundation. And I guess one of the first things really you should do is just notify your local GP, just so that you've got that professional support network, and then they can refer you to just other people that can help you through the journey and just help you manage every day, so that you know it's overwhelming. If you're told you have to go home and you're taking your husband home that's been diagnosed with a terminal cancer and he doesn't want to go to hospital or palliative care, and you've got that responsibility, you just have no idea what to do. So you really, really do need to pull on those professional services to help you, and find a doctor that you're comfortable with. I think the next really important tip is to contact care organisations. So, there's used to be Commonwealth Carers Respite, but now there's Sun Care, there's Carers Queensland. A lot of those professional caring organisations have a really strong network. The most important thing, and it's really hard for a carer to do this, is to actually look after yourself. Your own health and wellness is just priority. You just have to do that. It's paramount, because clearly if you let yourself get run down to the ground where you are so exhausted and you hit the wall and you can't do anything, you're going to be worse off than the person you're looking after. So it's paramount that you look after your own health and well-being. And I think number 4, it's really good to take time to do things that you love to do. So if you love just going for a walk, just find the time. Doesn't matter what it is, just find the time to go out, even if you have to walk around the clothesline 10 times outside, just the backyard. Just get outside, do that. Love photographing, just go out and photograph something nearby. Love your arts and crafts, just do that to help. Read. Look, it's really important not to lose yourself, so it's important, you have to try and find time for yourself. One of the biggest things with carers is you think you can do it all on your own, and I'm sure you can, but it's detrimental to your health. So really the best thing you can do is accept as much help as you can. And by doing that, you can actually just write a little list of things that you need doing. So when a friend comes around saying, look, there's my list, I need the beds changed, I need the washing done, I just need to go to the shops and do this, look, some food would be great, or feed the animals, or just anything. And if you can't do that, or you don't like asking, get one of your friends to organise a roster to come around and just help you out, because you do need that help. Even if they sit with your loved one while you sneak off and have a break, or they organise somebody to come and give you a massage just to relax. But it's really, really important to get people and utilise those people, because people want to help, and it's, you'll say, oh no, I'm fine, and it makes them feel good to let them help you. So that's, I guess, a really important one. Just accept that help. That's the hardest thing, but once you've done that, you'll feel good and they feel really good as well. I guess isolation is a huge issue when you're a carer, so connection is huge, and I think if you can reach out and try and find some sort of carer support network, even online to start with, look at websites like the Carers Couch and go through and see what's happening, go to the Carers Foundation and see if there's anything happening, and just try to connect with other carers, and again try to find out when we're having retreats so that you can come out and connect with carers in similar situations. It's really important. That isolation will really get to you in the end if you're just on your own, if you haven't got family or friends nearby. Just a phone call, get someone to call in at a time that works for you, email somebody, just anything just to keep the contact and something you can talk to. You just have to talk to somebody. And I guess ongoing with that is connecting with other carers in similar situations, and that goes back to your support network. So try to find organisations that do have cancer networks or aged care carer networks. If you're a young carer, try and find some other areas where kids can hang out and talk about the issues and the problems that only you know, and only you know that they know that you actually are going through and understand. That's really important, to have that connection to keep your sanity. So another big issue is financial support, because obviously if you've just had a sudden diagnosis as an accident or a cancer diagnosis, and all of a sudden you're not working, you're forced to give up work, your loved one has to stop working, there's no income, it's really important to seek legal advice or talk to your accountant or somebody that can help and just get that power of attorney in place. Maybe if it is a terminal case, maybe you'll be able to look at your superannuation being released to help you get through. To contact human services to get it's a carer allowance that you may be entitled to. That's really important for your own peace of mind and long term, so somebody else can look at that for you, so you're not thinking, oh my gosh, all of a sudden I've got no money, how am I going to survive? So that's a really important issue as well. Look, I guess we've covered the most important things. It's really looking after yourself, connecting with other people. But really, the main thing is everybody's different, so everybody's going to cope differently with their situation. So it'll just come back to getting as much help and advice as you can, because everybody's situation is totally different. And I guess a big one is also be aware of other people in the family around you. If you do have younger children, maybe it's going to impact their life as well. So maybe you sit down together and problem solve together and work out how you're going to do things so they're not being impacted and all the attention suddenly on this person and they're missing out. So I guess that's really important to look at and be aware of. Really difficult stuff, it's really challenging, but that's just something to be mindful of, I think, for carers. Yeah.